In this video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be ranking every Navy Federal credit card, including their business credit card, so that way you guys can know which credit card is best for you and your personal situation. Now, the way I'm going to be ranking these credit cards is with this chart right here, and S tier is going to be the absolute best. A tier is going to be excellent credit cards, but not quite top of the line. B tier is going to be your average credit card, really nothing too crazy, but also not too bad at the same time. C tier is going to be below average, and D tier is going to be absolute trash, but I personally think no Navy Federal credit cards are absolute trash, so we probably won't be using this one. Now, after I'm done ranking these credit cards, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some data points about Navy Federal and their credit cards, like some tips and tricks you guys should know. So if you guys want to know more about this, then make sure to watch this video all the way to the end, so that way you, sir or ma'am, do not miss out on any good financial information that can help you out. If you're already subscribed, then welcome back. But if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Ismael Sandiford, and you are now watching Just Money, where we talk about financial related topics such as personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. But without further ado, let's get to today's video. So the first credit card we're going to be talking about that Navy Federal has to offer is going to be the Navy Federal Cash Rewards Secure Credit Card. This secure credit card barely came out this year and actually replaced the N Rewards Secure Credit Card, which most of us are already familiar with if you've been banking with Navy Federal for a while. Now, the reason the Cash Rewards Secure Credit Card replaced the N Rewards Secure Credit Card is so that way Navy Federal could look more formal when you guys graduate to unsecured status. Before, it did look kind of weird how the N Rewards Secure Credit Card literally graduated to a whole nother credit card, which is the Cash Rewards Credit Card, so Navy Federal wanted to change this. Now, a lot of people out there don't know this, but there did used to be an N Rewards unsecured credit card, but Navy Federal had to discontinue it because it just wasn't too popular among the other credit cards. So they discontinued that card, and I guess apparently they discontinued the N Rewards Secure Credit Card as well. Now, the Cash Rewards Secure Credit Card still does the same thing as Navy Federal's last secure credit card, although there is one thing about this secure credit card that is better than the last secure credit card they had, which I'll talk about in a bit. But for those out there that don't know what a secure credit card is, a secure credit card looks and acts just like a regular credit card, but the only difference is you guys have to put an initial security deposit down, and that same initial security deposit will then become your credit limit amount. So for example, the initial security deposit to get a secure credit card with Navy Federal is going to be $200. So if you guys put $200 down as a deposit, then you will have a credit limit of $200. Then all you have to do is make on-time payments for 6 months, and not only will your credit score rise, but you'll also be eligible to graduate to unsecured status, which is the Cash Rewards unsecured credit card. Now, the maximum initial security deposit you can put down on the secure credit card is going to be $5,000, which can actually be a good thing for you. The reason why I say this is because Navy Federal actually has a Cash Rewards Plus credit card, which you only get if you have a $5,000 credit limit or higher, but I'll talk more about this credit card a little later. But the good thing about getting this Cash Rewards secure credit card with Navy Federal is not only will you guys be earning an unlimited 1% cash back on every purchase that you guys make, but you'll be able to redeem this cash back anytime you guys want to, which you couldn't do with Navy Federal's last secure credit card. For those out there that don't know, when it comes to Navy Federal and the reward points, you guys have to have a minimum of 5,000 reward points if you guys want to redeem anything from your card. But with any of these Cash Rewards credit cards that they have, you will be able to redeem your cash back anytime you guys want to, whether you have a little bit of points or a lot of points. And the cash back or reward points that you guys earn will never expire as long as the credit card is always open. Now, this card also comes with no annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, and no cash advance fees as well. And then it also has an 18% interest rate, which is better than most other secure credit cards out there on the market. Now, if you're making on-time payments on the secure credit card for about 3 months, the Navy Federal will determine your eligibility for a credit limit increase. So let's say you put $1,000 as a security deposit. If you guys make on-time payments and you're responsible with your credit card for about 3 months, Navy Federal will literally increase your credit limit by another $500 or even $1,000. But then once you guys hit that 6-month mark, Navy Federal is going to determine your eligibility to graduate you to their unsecured credit card, which is either the Cash Rewards credit card or the Cash Rewards Plus credit card. If by the time you graduate, your credit limit is under $5,000, then Navy Federal is going to graduate you to their Cash Rewards credit card. But if you guys have a credit limit of $5,000 or more, then they're going to graduate you to their Cash Rewards Plus credit card. And I'll talk more about both of these credit cards a little later in this video. Now, when it comes to our tier list, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to rank the secure credit card in the A tier, which is excellent, but not quite top of the line. The reason why I rank it here is because this secure credit card is literally the gateway to high limits and just has so much potential that can literally change your life. I truly think that this secure credit card is an amazing stepping stone towards your financial future that I think a lot of you guys could benefit from. Now, the next credit card that we're going to be talking about that Navy Federal has to offer you is going to be the More Rewards credit card. This is one of the best credit cards that Navy Federal absolutely has to offer. To start off, if you guys are approved for this credit card, at the time of this recording, you are going to be earning 20,000 bonus points once you guys spend $2,000 on purchases within the first 90 days of account opening, which is going to give you a $200 value. And then also, if you guys are approved for this credit card, they're going to offer you a one-time statement credit of $98 for an annual Walmart Plus membership. Now, as far as reward points go, you'll be earning 3x on restaurant and food delivery services, 3x on supermarket purchases, 3x on gas and transit purchases, and then 1 point on every other purchase. So basically, when it comes to food and gas, which I feel are basic human necessities that we need every day, you guys are going to be earning 3x points all the time, which is absolutely amazing. Most credit cards out there on the market do not do this, so the fact that you guys can do this with this credit card while there be no annual fees is absolutely amazing. Now, there also won't be any balance transfer fees, no foreign transaction fees, and no cash advance fees as well if you guys ever need to take money out of your credit card for whatever reason. Now, the interest rate at the time of this recording that you will have on this credit card is going to be a 14.90% to an 18% interest rate, which is definitely a pretty good rate compared to most other credit cards out there on the market that are anywhere between 20 to 30%. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to rate this credit card in the S tier category, which is absolutely top of the line because this credit card deserves just that. Now, the next credit card that we're going to be talking about on our list is going to be called the Navy Federal Platinum Credit Card. At the time of this recording, if you guys are approved for this credit card, then this credit card is actually offering you a 0.99% APR for the first 12 months of account opening for balance transfers if you guys make that balance transfer within the first 60 days of opening your account. Now, once your balance transfer promotion is over, or if you guys decide to not use the promotion at all to even begin with, then you're going to be at a variable APR of 10.99% to an 18% interest rate. And just like the last credit card we just talked about, there won't be any balance transfer fees, no annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, and no cash advance fees as well. Now, this is the only credit card that Navy Federal has that doesn't offer you any reward points like at all whatsoever. But at the same time too, this is the only credit card that Navy Federal has that has the lowest interest rate among the other credit cards. The only use that I see beneficial with this credit card is if you're going to do a balance transfer on a different credit card onto this one, or if you're going to make a very large purchase soon that you don't want to pay too high of an interest rate on. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to rank this credit card and put it in our B tier list, which is average, because it's honestly nothing too crazy, but nothing too bad also at the same time. Now, the next credit card that we're going to be talking about on our list is going to be called the Navy Federal Cash Rewards credit card, which is going to be the regular one and not the plus. So as I mentioned earlier, once you guys graduate from your Cash Rewards Secure credit card, then this is the credit card you guys are going to get if by the time you graduate, you don't have a credit limit that's $5,000 or more. But when it comes to this credit card, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to be earning an unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase that you guys make, which isn't too much of an upgrade from their Secure credit card. The Cash Rewards Secure credit card offered you an unlimited 1% cash back, and the Cash Rewards Unsecured credit card is only offering you an unlimited 1.5% cash back, which is basically a joke. This credit card basically does the same thing as their Secure credit card, except it's an unsecured credit card. You're still going to be able to cash out your cash back as soon as you earn them, which is good because this is a cash rewards thing. But other than that, there's really nothing too special about this card. Now, if you're actually applying for this credit card because you already have decent credit, if you're approved, the welcome offer on this card is going to be a $250 cash bonus once you guys spend $2,500 within the first 90 days of account opening. And if you guys do a balance transfer from another credit card that has debt onto this credit card within your first 60 days, the Navy Federal is going to offer you a 1.99% APR for the first 12 months of account opening. Now, once this promotion is over, or if you guys decide not to use the promotion at all to even begin with, then you are going to be at a variable APR of 14.90% to an 18% interest rate at the time of this recording. I know something's better than nothing, but with the Navy Federal Platinum credit card we just talked about, that to me seems like a much better offer when it comes to balance transfer promotions. And this is why I'm going to rank this credit card and put it in our B tier list, because it's just an average credit card. It's really nothing too crazy. Now, the next credit card on our list that we're going to be talking about is going to be called the Navy Federal Go Biz Business Credit Card. This is the only business credit card that Navy Federal absolutely has to offer, and it's going to come with no annual fees and no foreign transaction fees as well. You're also going to be at a variable APR of 17.40% to an 18% interest rate. And when it comes to this business credit card, ladies and gentlemen, you'll only be earning 1 point on every single purchase that you guys make. Now, with this particular credit card, the reward points are going to expire after 4 years of not using them from the month that you got those reward points, and that's something that you guys are going to have to consider. Now, that might be a big deal for some of you guys out there, but for others, that probably won't be a big deal. Now, to get this business credit card, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to have a business account with Navy Federal, because if you do not have a business account with Navy Federal, then you will not be eligible to get this card. If you guys are looking to get a business account with Navy Federal, then you are going to need a minimum of $250 in order to open this account, because this is just a requirement. Now, once you guys get this business account with Navy Federal, then there's still going to be a few more requirements before you guys can actually get their business credit card. You either have to have your business for 2 years, or at least be banking with Navy Federal for one whole entire year if you guys want to get a business credit card with them. Now, the minimum credit limit that you guys will be able to receive on this business credit card is going to be $5,000, while $25,000 being the maximum. Most people out there that get approved for this business credit card usually get a credit limit of anywhere between $10,000 to $20,000, so this wouldn't be a bad business card to have. Now, the thing that makes this business credit card so unique compared to any other business credit cards out there is that they actually call it a ghost credit card. A ghost credit card simply means that it does not report to your personal credit, but at the same time too, it also does not report to your business credit. It's literally just like a ghost. Like, where is this getting reported started to. Now, this can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you guys look at it. The reason why I would say this is a bad thing is because if you guys are trying to build business credit, this is not the card for that. But the reason why I say it's a good thing is because you guys can run up the balance on this credit card and it won't report to your personal credit. And if it doesn't report to your personal credit, then your personal credit score is going to be in good standing. Since I feel like you guys can actually leverage this card to get ahead in life, I'm actually going to rank and categorize this card in the A tier list because this card has a lot of potential that could get you guys ahead in life. I actually made a full in-depth video on this business credit card, so if you guys want more information in regards to this, then feel free to browse my channel or hit the link in the description below, or just wait till this video is over and I'll put it at the end of this video for you guys to watch. Now, the next credit card that we're going to be talking about on our list is going to be called the Go Rewards credit card. Just like most of the other credit cards that Navy Federal offers, this card is going to come with no annual fees, no balance transfer fees, no foreign transaction fees, and no cash advance fees as well. With this credit card, you're going to be at a variable 14.24% to 18% interest rate, which is basically normal when it comes to Navy Federal. Now, if you're approved for this credit card, the only welcome offer that they have is going to be at 0.99% interest APR on purchases within the first 6 months of account opening. Other than that, though, you'll be receiving 3x points on restaurants, 2x points on gas, and then 1 point on every other purchase. Now, if we go back to the More Rewards credit card, they're also going to be giving us 3x points on restaurants and food delivery services, but then you'll also get 3x points on supermarkets as well. And then if we go back to the Go Rewards credit card, they're only going to be giving us 2x points on gas and then 1 point on every other purchase. Now, when it comes to the More Rewards credit card, not only will you be getting 3x points on gas purchases, but you'll also be getting it on transit purchases as well, and then 1 point on everything else. Honestly, I feel like the Navy Federal Go Rewards credit card is literally a lesser version of the More Rewards credit card. And honestly, I don't even know why they still have this credit card here to even begin with. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to place and rank this credit card in our C tier list because it's a below average credit card that I feel is just kind of bogus, not going to lie. Now, the next credit card on our tier list that we're going to be talking about is going to be the Cash Rewards Plus credit card. This credit card came out late 2024, so it's still kind of fairly new, but honestly, it's not too much of a difference between the regular Cash Rewards credit card. Now, again, as I mentioned earlier, if you guys are approved for this card, then you are going to receive $250 once you guys spend $2,500 in purchases within the first 90 days of account opening. And if you guys just got approved for this credit card and you want to do a balance transfer from a different credit card onto this one, then you would have a 1.99% APR for the first 12 months of account opening. Then you would be at a variable APR of 14.90% to an 18% interest rate. So literally the same exact thing as the Cash Rewards credit card. The only significant difference between the Cash Rewards credit card and the Cash Rewards Plus credit card is with the regular Cash Rewards credit card, you're going to be earning an unlimited 1.5% cash back. But if you guys have the Cash Rewards Plus credit card, then you're going to be earning an unlimited 2% cash back. The Cash Rewards Plus credit card is only given to you if you guys are approved for a credit limit of $5,000 or more, because this is a Visa Signature credit card. When it comes to Visa Signature credit cards, ladies and gentlemen, these credit cards are typically going to approve you for a credit limit of at least $5,000 or more, because that's just the way how these Visa Signature credit cards are structured. If you guys take a look at the regular Cash Rewards credit card, that is not a Visa Signature credit card. It's simply just a regular Visa card, and that's pretty much the only difference. Now, you are still going to be able to redeem your cash back at any given point in time, since this is a Cash Rewards credit card thing, but other than that, there's also going to be no fees on this card. There's not going to be no annual fees, no foreign transaction fees, no balance transfer fees, and more importantly, no cash advance fees as well. I honestly think that this is a pretty decent catch-all credit card to have, and I love the fact that you can redeem your cash back at any given point in time. So we're going to be placing and ranking this credit card in our A tier list, which is going to be excellent but not quite top of the line. But also really quick, if you guys are finding any of this information helpful, if you guys could do me a favor and hit the like button, I would truly appreciate it, because it really helps me out a lot, and then it's also a dope way to help support the channel. Now, the last Navy Federal credit card that we're going to be talking about on our tier list is going to be called the Flagship Rewards credit card. This is the only Navy Federal credit card that has an annual fee, and the annual fee on this credit card, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be $49. Honestly, I've owned this credit card for about 4 years now, and I've never really felt the annual fee before, because this card literally pays for itself. So for starters, with this Navy Federal travel credit card, you're going to be earning 3x points on every single travel purchase that you make, and then 2x points on every other purchase. So that right there already in itself makes this credit card a good catch-all credit card. And to be more specific, when it comes to travel-related purchases, you're going to be earning 3x points on car rentals, timeshares, campgrounds, and RV parks, rideshare services, parking, tolls, ferries, museums, amusement parks, and public golf courses. That is a lot of things to be earning 3x points back on, so you're for sure going to get your money's worth with that alone. Now, once you guys are approved for this Flagship Rewards credit card, they do have a welcome bonus that they're offering you, which you could earn 35,000 points once you guys spend $3,500 on purchases within the first 90 days of account opening. And those 35,000 points, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be equivalent to $350 cash back, and these rewards will never expire as long as your account is still open. And if that right there wasn't good enough, you're also going to be receiving a free year of using Amazon Prime, which is a $139 value. So if you guys use Amazon Amazon Prime, then this card definitely makes sense to get, like literally no questions asked. Because if you guys think about it, ladies and gentlemen, you could pay $139 annual fee for Amazon Prime, or you could pay a $49 annual fee on your Flagship Rewards credit card. But also one very important thing that I want to talk about with you guys that I feel doesn't get talked about quite often is the Amazon Prime perk. I feel like that annually gets renewed with Navy Federal and they pay for it every single year. Now some people out there might argue and say that they don't do this, but based on my personal experience and Sledge the YouTuber's personal experience, shout out Sledge, Navy Federal is renewing the Amazon Prime perk. Now I don't know if this is a glitch on their end or this is just something that Navy Federal is doing, but based on my personal experience and Sledge's personal experience, it appears as though they're renewing the Amazon Prime perk on the Flagship card. And it's just not me or this other YouTuber. I've actually seen other people get this Amazon Prime perk renewed, so do what you guys will with that information. Now, other than Amazon Prime, you are going to be earning a statement credit of $120 for global entry or TSA pre-check. Now, the good thing about getting TSA pre-check is that it lasts for about 5 years. And this is actually good because your statement credit for TSA pre-check or global entry actually renews every 4 years. So if you guys ever do decide to exercise this perk, all you guys have to do is pay with your Navy Federal Flagship Rewards credit card, and then you're going to get that back in statement credit anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks. I actually made a full in-depth video showing you guys how to get TSA pre-check with your Flagship Rewards credit card. So if you guys are interested in watching that, then feel free to browse my channel or hit the link in the description below. Now, lastly, this credit card does come with a variable APR 15.49% to 18% at the time of this recording, which is way better than most travel credit cards out there on the market. I personally feel like this is a good introduction travel credit card to get started with because you just get so much value from it. And for that reason, I'm going to place and rank this credit card in our S tier list, which is going to be absolutely top of the line excellent. But now that we ranked every single credit card with Navy Federal, let's go over some quick data points you guys should know about them before I end this video. So the maximum credit limit you guys can have on your personal Navy Federal credit cards is going to be $50,000, all of them with the exception of the Flagship Rewards credit card. The maximum limit on that credit card is going to be $80,000. Now the maximum credit limit across all your Navy Federal credit cards is going to be $80,000. You will not be able to get more credit than that. So if you guys have the Flagship Rewards credit card and there's an $80,000 credit limit on there, the Navy Federal will not be able to extend you any more credit or credit cards. Ideally, you guys want to have 3 credit cards with Navy Federal so that way you can leverage each and every one of them, and you're actually only allowed to have 3 credit cards with them on the personal side. But if it were up to me, I would have the Platinum credit card with a $20,000 credit limit on there. I would have the More Rewards credit card with a $30,000 credit limit on there, and then I also would have the Flagship Rewards credit card also with a $30,000 credit limit on there as well. Now when it comes to Navy Federal's business credit card, the Go Biz credit card, that card is going to max out at a credit limit of $25,000 as I mentioned earlier. And Navy Federal usually pulls from your TransUnion credit report when you're applying for a personal credit card or a loan with them. But when it comes to their business credit cards, ladies and gentlemen, they are going to be pulling from your Experian credit report. So always remember TransUnion when it comes to their personal credit cards and Experian when it comes to their business credit card. Now to be eligible for any of the credit cards that we just mentioned in this video, you do have to be banking with Navy Federal, and not anybody out there can just simply start banking with them. You do have to be somewhat military related in order to start banking with this credit union, but there are other ways that you guys can start banking with this credit union if you guys are not in the military. I actually made a full in-depth video showing you guys on how to start banking with this credit union if you guys are not in the military. So if you guys are interested in watching that, then feel free to browse my YouTube channel or hit the link in the description below. But anyways, in order to get approved for any of these credit cards in the first place, I would recommend to build a relationship with this credit union first while having a pretty decent credit profile. There is no minimum credit score requirement in order to get these credit cards because Navy Federal tends to look at your overall credit profile and the relationship that you have with them as well. So you guys can have a credit score that's not too high, like in the mid 6s or even in the low 6s, and still get approved for a credit card with them if you have a decent relationship with them and a decent credit profile as well. If you guys do not know how to build a relationship up with this credit union, then there's plenty of videos on my channel in regards to this. So again, feel free to browse my channel or hit the link in the description below. Now, when it comes to credit limit increases with Navy Federal, they have something called the 91-3 rule, which simply states that you can apply for a new credit card or a credit limit increase with them every 91 days or 3 full statement cycles. Now, if you guys just got approved for a Navy Federal credit card, I would recommend to request your first credit limit increase with them 91 days after you got it, so that way you guys can actually get it. And then when it comes to your second credit limit increase on that very same card, I would then wait 6 months before requesting another credit limit increase with Navy Federal. And when you guys do this, you guys want to request a credit limit increase on your Navy Federal app, because if you do it on there, it's only going to result in a soft pull. If you guys call in or walk into a branch and you tell Navy Federal, hey, can I get a credit limit increase? They're going to hard pull your credit, so don't do it. Do it on the app. I literally just did this not too long ago, so I know for a fact if you do it on the app, it's going to result in a soft pull. So again, do it on the app, ladies and gentlemen. And also, when it comes to Navy Federal and their credit limit increases, the max they will ever increase your credit limit is by $8,000, so always keep that in mind. And then as far as reward points, as I mentioned earlier, if you guys are trying to redeem any reward points on any of your Navy Federal credit cards besides the cash rewards credit cards, then you are going to have to wait up until you have 5,000 reward points if you guys want to redeem anything from those credit cards. And you guys cannot switch switch reward points between other Navy Federal credit cards. Like for example, if you wanted to switch points that you had on your flagship card onto your more rewards credit card, then you won't be able to switch those out. Flagship points stay on the flagship, more reward points stay on the more rewards. And lastly, just so you guys know, these reward points are going to be worth 1 cent per point. That's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. Hope you guys found value in any of this information. As always, let me know in the comments below if you guys agreed with this tier list or not. I would love to know. If you guys have negative items on your credit report, like late payments, charge-off, collections, bankruptcies, or whatever it is, and you've been working with somebody who couldn't get it off for whatever reason, send an email to my business email, justmoneyish@gmail.com, saying credit repair, because I have an amazing credit repair person that I personally work with that can definitely help a lot of you guys out there. And also really quick, if you guys are looking to get funding for your business, like anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 plus in capital, so that way you guys can actually scale and grow your business, send an email to my business email saying funding, and I'll speak with you guys there. But if you guys made it to the end of the video, then I truly do appreciate you guys. We are at 79,200 subscribers at the time of this recording, so I do appreciate all who watch. I do post weekly videos for those that don't know, but if you guys haven't yet already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't yet already, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you guys get notified every time I post a new video. And again, we talk about personal and business credit, real estate, and other financial related topics. So if that's something you're into, then you're probably going to want to consider subscribing. We talk about how to get high limits on your credit cards, how to boost your personal credit, how to obtain business credit. We talk about real estate. We talk about mortgage loan programs. So this is your one-stop shop. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.